yet we have become victim of this raging floods, which has ravished our country, which can't be explained enough in words. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore it's very important that no other country should become victim of this climate-induced floods. We have suffered, we have become a victim of it for no rhyme or reason, no fault of ours. Now it's high time for this August Assembly to consider passionately and go to the depth of this situation and find out why we choose or we will another country to become victim of this situation which happened to us. Today we're still going through the phase of relief and rescue, and stagnating water is a very big threat to the health of our people, our children, our mothers, our daughters, and millions of people who are marooned by water. And health, obviously, is a big challenge for us. So we need to look after these millions of people who are exposed to serious diseases like malaria and many other life-threatening diseases. So what I'm saying is that this is a situation, is a postcard from the edge of vulnerability. Pakistan's century-breaking flood is sharply focusing minds not only in this world or the peace loving countries. And I must add with serious concern that about 650,000 women are pregnant and close to childbirth under open skies. I myself have been to tents and seen mothers giving birth to child night before or just a few hours before I reached that particular place. So it's a epitome of helplessness, and which must not happen again. Easier said than done, but then it's our collective responsibility, our duty, especially global north, which has to realize its responsibilities and commitments made at Paris conference and then in Scotland. Talking in terms of cents and dollars, there was a commitment of $100 billion. How much out of this commitment has been realized is a question mark. And how can we think in your remotest imagination that while we are dealing with relief efforts after rescue efforts, of course, our friendly countries and many societies around the globe have chipped in, they have contributed, including Norway and many other countries, Masar and many other countries around the globe. I will keep on naming names and the list is not finished. But is it enough to bridge the gap? The answer is a big no. Because we have to now deal with repairing our completely smashed infrastructure. 8,000 kilometers of roads, metal roads, have become rubble. Hundreds of bridges and flyovers and underpasses completely washed away. So this is not possible to handle alone. It has to be a combination of our efforts. We have already repurposed and redirected our foreign annual contributions in terms of donations or soft loans and our own resources, meager resources, which were originally meant for building our economy, agriculture, industry, education, health, have all been redirected towards meeting this challenge. And yet it is not enough. So what is happening in Pakistan will surely not remain in Pakistan, as made evident by the recent climate impacts in Nigeria and South Sudan. These widespread impacts showcase the globalization of climate change, which will undoubtedly require a collective approach to help the most vulnerable adapt. Pakistan is acutely aware of the impact climate change can have on the lives and choices of the marginalized, the disabled, the poor, and the socially excluded. We already have the working infrastructure for one of our most efficient social security program in the world, called the late former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, after her name, Benazir Income Support Program, which was immediately operationalized to transfer response needs directly to impacted population. Our largest adaptation program, the Living Indus Initiative, will cut across the entire country like the great river that has fed and sustained Pakistan for centuries. And this initiative will intervene in 25 areas to include communities in flood management and detoxification of the rivers. Ladies and gentlemen, we urgently need to put our resources in lost livelihoods and income streams, build climate resilience infrastructure, conduct climate risk and vulnerability assessment, and put in place multi-health warning systems. To make sure that no one is left behind, climate finance is integral to inclusive, adaptive, and resilient recovery in climate devastated global south. Financing will be a crucial element in Pakistan's climate action journey and implementation of NDCs. COP27 is an option to capitalize the adaptation fund and introduce agility and speed in countries that need to build resilience, simplify long-term climate financing instruments that are badly needed like capacity deficits in the developing countries right now. The task is herculean and we are racing against time. Yet, alhamdulillah, we are resilient people, but we cannot do it alone. This COP comes at a pivotal time for humanity. We must address climate change impacts with the urgency that it's required. The burden of climate change must be shared, and this is very important, ladies and gentlemen, equitably rather than equal. Building adaptive capacity for developing countries and vulnerable communities must no longer be a matter of charity. That's very important. It is about climate justice and fair play. This is an opportunity for us to seize the moment and secure the future of the most vulnerable population of the world. And I thank you and would like to appreciate your coming in this behalf. God bless you.
क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऑफ वल्नरेबल कम्युनिटीज़ के मौजू पर शर्म शेख में वज़ीर आज़म मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ और उनके नॉर्वेजियन हम मनसब की मुश्तरका सदारत में राउंड टेबल इजलास, जिससे वज़ीर आज़म मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ इजहार ख्याल कर रहे थे। उनका कहना था कि पाकिस्तान में सैलाब से बड़े पैमाने पर तबाही हुई है। पाकिस्तानी मईशत को 30 अरब डॉलर से ज़ायद का नुकसान हुआ है, जबकि 40 लाख एकड़ पर खड़ी फसलें तबाह हो गई हैं। दुनिया माहौलियाती तब्दीली के चैलेंज से निपटने के लिए इज्तमाई और मरबूत इक़दाम करे और आइंदा नस्लों के महफूज मुस्तकबिल के लिए ये इक़दाम ज़रूरी हैं। कार्बन के अखराज में पाकिस्तान का हिस्सा 1% से भी कम है। दुनिया माहौलियाती इंसाफ की मुतकाज़ी है और पाकिस्तान माहौलियाती से मुतासिर होने वाले मुल्कों में सर फहरिस्त है। ये वक्त है कि दुनिया आने वाली नस्लों के महफूज मुस्तकबिल के हवाले से ठोस इक़दाम करे और मरबूत लाहा अमल दे। मौसमियाती तब्दीलियों से निपटने के लिए वज़ीर आज़म का कहना था कि बर वक्त इक़दाम की ज़रूरत है। पाकिस्तान में सैलाब मुतासरा इलाकों में मलेरिया समेत दीगर वबाई अमराज फैल रहे हैं और सैलाब मुतासरा इलाकों में रिलीफ और बहाली का काम तेज़ी से जारी